So I super recommend it. If you're doing any illegal activities, could be useful.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that's great. Hello, and welcome to
Baby, that's Cont.
a conversational podcast about all of our favorite cons.
I'm Kip. And I just hopped off that plane, came back to Vancouver. Little
And
white tee,
I'm
some boobs, and bamboo. White girls tell me, hey, Nikki, your camp rules. Is that why you get more head than shampoo?
that's a lot of head. I'm
Uh,
Joseph, and I get a lot of head.
wow, good for you.
Thank you. Joseph loves it. We have to address the fact that you are already really adapting to the winter lifestyle.
Yeah, I would say I don't know if it's the tea for me, but turns out it just is the necessary Vancouver tea. Otherwise, you freeze.
How cold is it?
I think it's like the highs are 40, like low 40s, and then the
Okay.
lows are like 30s. So it's not super cold, but compared to 70 degrees San Diego, it's pretty cold.
Yeah, that's cold. Okay, and you got in on Thursday. So it's still early
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, we've only had one full day, I guess, and we worked half of it on Friday. So not too much to report on back yet, but so
Okay.
far it's been nice. It's been kind of rainy, but it's been like, I don't know, like Seattle rainy, like just kind of light rainy on and off, not like anything crazy. So I was worried it was just gonna be like
Yeah.
pouring rain the whole time. And luckily it's not that. So
Yeah. I mean, that is how they get you. It's like, it's not that bad, but
yeah. The one
it
thing
can
that
wear
is
you
weird
down.
is the sun like doesn't come up till at least 8 a.m. and then it's like totally dark by like 3:45, 4 o'clock.
Oh,
So you only get like 8 hours of sun or whatever that math adds up to.
got it. It sounds like less than 8, but more than 7.
Maybe. I mean, we'll never know, but that's the weird part.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because in the summer, they get like 18 hours or something of sunlight.
Wow. That might be too much.
Yeah, that is what, because London gets the same thing. And I was really excited to experience like sun at 10 p.m. But it's like, you're still tired. Like, you are ready for it to be dark. I would say 8:30 p.m. is like the latest I want the sun out.
Yeah. How was it in Seattle? Didn't it stay out late there too?
Yeah, I mean, it's close to Vancouver. It's going to be a very similar situation.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the sun not really rising till 8. And that, like, I really got the sad when I was in Seattle.
Yeah. Like we walked to get coffee at like 7:50 this morning and it felt like it was 5 a.m. because it's dark and cold. It's like very
Yeah,
strange.
interesting.
So, seeing if I can adapt to this.
I think that, well, I'll just speak for me. I think if I were to go back now, I would handle it better. Like, I wasn't using the happy lamps, I wasn't working out much. Um, and I think I just wasn't ready for it. So I didn't, mentally prepare for it. So I think those
Yeah,
three things would contribute to a better adaptability now.
makes sense. And like I do think if I came to live here, I'd have to be somewhere where I could walk to what I needed in like 5 minutes or less. Because the coffee shop is probably like 8 to 10 minutes, and it's like just a little longer than I want.
Yeah, it is so funny having spent a decent amount of time in walkable places, and the difference between 5 and 10 minute walk is insane.
Yeah, I agree. Ruben doesn't agree, but that's how I feel.
No, it's tangible. It's one thing
Yeah,
again on like a nice, summer morning, a leisurely stroll, but it's another when you're like bundled up, you're cold, it's windy, it's raining. Like
yeah,
that adds up, and it's the same distance on the way back.
agree.
Something they should work on.
Scientists, figure that out.
You'll be proud of me. I noticed in the last recording there was this like sound in the background, like kind of like a thump. It was coming from my chair, and I got towels on it and evened it out. So I'm working on improving things too.
Love to hear it. I don't understand the situation, but I'm glad it's fixed.
Well, I just have an old house, and the floors are not quite even, so the chair kind of goes like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
my house is
yeah,
like that too.
I actually don't mind it normally. It's kind of fun to, rock back and forth, but it was impacting the audio quality.
Well,
This
hopefully our
mic,
audience enjoys that, appreciates it.
yes, this mic is very sensitive, and that is interesting to learn.
I
Okay, here's a
hear
question
it.
for you about
So I hear
me.
something.
Do you think I'm loud in general?
um, is this a loaded question?
No.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other
I
questions?
was, no, I was told I was loud yesterday, and I just obviously it depends who you're with, but I can often be quiet. But that's not my reputation. That's what I've learned between the last 2 days.
Yeah, I think it's just because you have a loud laugh, so that's what people remember when they think of your voice, probably.
Yeah, and when I'm excited about something or have a good joke, like I'm definitely loud then. I just think in
Yeah.
general I am a little quiet.
I mean, yeah, sure. Sure.
Okay. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I am who I am.
So true, bestie.
Well, okay. Shifting gears, we have decided to make this the gifting episode. Favorite things? Kip and Joseph's favorite things?
Did you ever
Would you
watch
say?
like Oprah Winfrey's My Favorite Things episodes?
I mean, I've read the articles. I don't know if I've ever watched one of the episodes.
I used to watch them with my mom because she used to like watch Oprah.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and just like truly fantasizing about like being there to get all the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so that's where my thoughts came from.
Yeah, that makes sense. Have you ever received a gift from a talk show?
No. Have I ever been to a talk show? No.
Oh, I haven't been to a million, but I've been to a few. I went to Wendy Williams, one of her Christmas shows, back when things were still okay. Although there
I
were
didn't realize
signs.
that. There's always been
Yeah,
signs.
I'll send you. I'll send you a video because I was on camera for approximately 1 second, but I have it.
Huge. That's huge.
I thought Wendy was gonna love me, and I wore this huge leopard coat. Wendy did not give a single shit about me, but
Hilarious.
I received the giveaways were like some sort of hair brush, and she was in New York, obviously. So the other gift was a like 2 night stay at like a casino in Connecticut.
Okay.
So they were not amazing wins, but I gave them to a friend who did tell me they enjoyed them.
Oh,
They were
that's
free,
nice.
and I didn't pretend it was like a thoughtful gift. I was like, "This is what I got from Wendy. Do you want it?"
So it's like, friends, is it cool to regift gifts?
I think so. within reason.
Yeah, I agree. So who went to Connecticut? Well, you don't have to answer.
Cat.
Oh, cool. Well, I hope she enjoyed it.
I think she did.
Very lovely though. I think I've been to Connecticut. Have I been? Is Yale in Connecticut?
Yale is in Connecticut. Yes.
Oh, I've been there. Turns
I only
out.
know that because of Gilmore Girls. I think it's in New Haven. Does
Yes,
that
that
sound
sounds
right?
right.
Okay,
Spent
huge.
one night there. Very cold, also.
I've driven through Connecticut several times. I don't know that I've spent time there, which I'm at peace with.
Yeah. Not very memorable to me. Forgot I was even there.
Okay, so what category gift do you want to start with?
um, well, would you say you have one that's like a good, like a big gift? Because maybe that could be last. And
A
then
good big gift. Well, I can think of one.
like a climactic one. So like save that one for the end.
Okay. Well, it
Um,
depends who it would be for. Like for a partner?
I don't know. I mean, basically, I picked like as Oprah would my favorite things that I think would also make good gifts, and then it's just kind of like explain what they're for. Like,
Okay, great.
like you had like a good one, the category like a last minute gift. Um, so, like I guess I'll share mine for that one, which I kind of somewhat have stolen from you. Like I
Huh.
don't have like specifics. Like I think you probably have good ones, but what I like to
Okay.
do as a last minute gift is like buy like a nice candle or luxury soap on Amazon because they comes really fast on Amazon. So last minute.
Yes.
Or you could go to the mall and buy these things, I guess. But I like to buy those because I think they're nice. Like I don't know. I feel like they're like improvers or like they just like brighten up someone's daily life and they're gifts that they probably wouldn't buy for themselves. So I like to
Yes.
buy things like I hate buying like a super practical gift because it's like when you're a kid and you get socks. It's like nobody really wants that, right?
Yeah.
Um so I like to buy things that people wouldn't buy for themselves. Um I know you would buy that for yourself probably, but
Well, yeah. Okay. So I would say my guiding principle, just in gifting in general, is typically like upgrading something someone likes or uses
yeah.
in daily life, or even just as a luxury thing. But like upgrades, uh, is for me the fun of a gift.
I think I'm pretty
Yeah,
similar
I
there.
agree. I also love, in general, I love to shop at Nordstrom because like they make returns so easy. And you don't even have to give a gift receipt. They just put that little sticker on them. So that's where I tend to go for last minute gifts. Like Amazon's obviously also great. Cause I also don't think it's rude to return a gift. Not usually. Like it's better to return and get something you'd like than to not use what was given to you.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, but yeah, I think like coffee table books, candles. I mean, my favorite candles and favorite soaps. I mean, soap wise, like the Aesop Reverence with the like the pumice in it is so. I know it's a little played out and a little basic, but it's so nice. Um, and I don't think you can ever go wrong with that.
Yeah, I like Aesop soap. It's like as far as like luxury soaps go, it's on the cheaper end, which is nice,
That's true.
although still very
Um,
expensive.
yeah, well, it is, and I use it in my main bathroom every day. And like I would say I have to buy a refill bottle for the two of us every 3 months.
Oh,
So when you
that's
think of
really
it that
good.
way, yeah, it's like it's $40 or something, $45 with shipping or whatever. Feels very reasonable to me.
Well,
Um, but I'm also obsessed with the DS and Durga. I love that brand in general, and that's great for candles and soaps. But the Big Sur After Rain scent is my probably the best thing I've ever found, I think. But it's not for everybody. But that's part of what makes it a fun gift
okay.
because it's unique.
Unique.
Unique. That's what it is.
Nice. I'm looking through my other categories here. Um,
Well, otherwise, like you really can't go wrong with Le Labo. You really can't go wrong. Well, and this is like not everyone knows about this. So this is a fun one. I know you know about it because I've told you about it. But um, there's a mandarin tea scented candle from Acquiesce, and it's the candle that they use at the Chateau Marmont, and it smells so good. It is fresh and I would say more springy, but you can use it all year round. It smells so good. It's so classy, and then you can also tell people that's where they use it, and then it's extra classy.
yeah, I do like that one a lot. I think you got that one for me once. And I did also just buy it for a gift for
Good.
someone.
See,
I hope
it's the
they'll
gift that
like it.
keeps on giving.
It is. Like, I'm not going to say it.
You know what's sad? Do you remember? I mean, who cares? Do you remember the candle we gave out at our wedding?
um, no. Sorry.
It's fine. We put candles in the welcome bags. The guy who made them went out of business.
I'm sure I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoy a candle, so I
It
did
really
get
was a good.
used. I just don't
It,
remember.
yeah, it really was a good candle. But there's no point in even talking about it because you can't get it anymore.
Oh, exclusive. What if I had mine saved? It could be like worth money, but I definitely used it.
Well, not. It turns out not everyone like burns their candles. So, anyways, there's a few people that we've given them to that like they are out at their home and they are still
Yeah,
there, and I sniff them. I'm like, I'm taking this back.
that's funny. You should do a switch. Switch it out.
They probably wouldn't notice. One person in particular would not notice.
Oh, clock that tea.
Um. Okay.
So back to last week's episode, we talked about the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas special. She
Hmm.
had that song. It was like she didn't know what to get her brother-in-law
Okay.
for Christmas. Do you remember that?
No. No.
Well, it was the entire bit of the whole song. But I have the same problem every year, is I never know what to get my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if you had any gifts for like that, like the straight guy you don't know very well. Like
Oh,
what
yeah.
what would you get your brother or something? I mean, I assume you know your brother fairly well, but same
Yes and
concept.
no. Um. Okay. Card holders, like little wallets, but like that just holds a couple of cards, an ID, and some cash.
Yeah.
Um, I think those are super chic, super practical. And then like if you go to Nordstrom, you can spend anywhere from like $20 to $300. Lovely.
$300. A
Well, if you
straight
want
man's
to,
not gonna appreciate a $300 wallet.
well, right, but this could have, well, all right. But you could spend it if you wanted to.
True. If if you're feeling very live laugh spend, you could do
Yes,
that.
which we are.
I will say
Um,
this is on my list though. This is a Belroy wallet, so the outside is
oh yeah.
leather. And I've had this for years, that's why it's kind of beat up. But the case is magnetic. Is really fun. Like I play with it all the time as like a fidgeter person.
Yeah.
And there's two sides to it, and you just open and I'm not gonna show my credit card, but like it's very easy to get
And what's
cards
the
in
zip
and
code
out.
on that?
Yeah, the security code. It's 7. Actually, I love
Uh,
Bellroy products in general, so I would recommend those for like if it's a guy who's like they're like a little bit techie. It's like more techie than luxury. They have like Apple Watch straps and bags. Like we have a Bellroy. What are they called? Like the little satchel kind of bags. Um, I have a bunch of Bellroy stuff that I love, so I would recommend those for like a straight guy or
yeah,
a
I
gay
agree with
guy.
that. For a guy, we're
Just a
not so
guy,
different.
just dudes.
just men being boys. Okay, one idea I have, and this is, I think, a really good one. And I recently got converted to this because Brendan has used something like this for years. But it's like a cord pouch.
Oh yeah,
So not all my cords are in it right now because I'm using some of them, but like you can see, it's very organized. Well, it's not that organized, but sort of organized. If you travel a lot, right? I have my
yeah,
iPhone, my Apple Watch, my MacBook, several other things that need charging, and then I'll have like my power brick, which I also think is a great gift, etc. And like I used to just like have them in my bag, and it was always so annoying trying to find them, whatever. It turns out it's so nice to have them organized and easy to grab. I never knew.
yeah.
This
I
is
agree
literally
that
something
is
I
a
did in
good
the last
gift.
month.
It's one of
And
those things
Belroy
that
has good
really,
ones.
it's true. It's like the kind of like weird, simple thing that will just like make your life a lot better, like level you up.
100%. And same thing with the power brick. I'm sure a lot of people have them. This one wasn't expensive. I think you've got to make sure if you are buying someone for someone, you got to get them at least the 10,000 megahertz
Yeah,
one, which is what this is. It's very small, fits in my cord bag. When I got it, I didn't think I would really use it. I use it all the time. Um, for instance, like on planes, when I'm in economy, those power sockets, they're always falling out, and you don't even always get as soon as you have to share them. It's just a nightmare.
yeah,
So like that's so much easier to charge your phone with. And like if you have to get out for someone to use the bathroom, you have to unplug. Like I use it all the time. And like so many hotels don't have good setups next to the bed. So often
yeah.
I will like charge my watch and my phone at night on the brick, and then the next day I recharge the brick.
That's
Yeah.
smart. Like sometimes I have a battery that just like sticks to the back of my phone, and it's like I don't have a good long cable next to my couch, so sometimes I just sit on the couch with the battery pack on my phone.
No, same. It's great.
Yeah,
Or if I'm doing errands but need my phone with me, like errands around the house, cleaning, laundry, all the things, like I will plug it in and bring it with me, and it's so
yeah.
useful. I'm shocked. So I
What's
think that's a
funny
great
is
gift
I
idea.
agreed. Like what's funny to me is I think some of the best gifts I've ever given, like people have talked about that I've given them, are just like phone chargers, like just like a nice version of a phone accessory. Like I used to have this I didn't have it. I gifted it to my brother-in-law, and it was a phone charger like that you plug into the wall and it charges your phone, but then you unplug it from the wall and that's also a powered battery. So
Oh
it's like for
yeah.
traveling, it's super nice because you can charge both the battery and your phone at the same time, and then you unplug it and it's a battery in itself.
Oh, that's great. Wait, okay, 1 second. I have a related gift. I'm giving it to my dad later today, but it will be good for the pod.
Gift reveal.
Okay, there's several versions of this. This is a smart air pump.
Okay.
And this one, you charge it, and so you can use it anywhere. But if you put it in your car, like I find that I hate having to go to like the gas station to fill up tires or whatever. So I actually already have something like this, although mine's cheaper and you plug it into the car. This one's wireless. But you literally like, it says the tire is supposed to be at like 38. You just plug in 38, turn it on, and it just does it itself. And it's so much more convenient and nice than like sitting at a gas station, which I
Does it
find
really
often
work
happens.
well?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I need to get that because I absolutely hate doing that. I make Ruben do it.
Okay, I will send you a couple of options. The one I got my dad is nicer, but he'll also use it for like basketball and stuff like that. The one that I have, I like because you plug it into the car or into the socket. Anyways, I'll send you a couple options.
Does it work for bikes? Because that would be cool too.
It does work for bikes. It says it right here.
Slay.
Two kinds of bikes, even
Oh,
road and mountain, and
and
motor.
motor. That's amazing. That's going on my
So I think
list.
that's definitely a good brother-in-law gift.
That's true. I have
Or it turns out gay
it's
guy gift.
maybe even bisexual. Actually, peak bisexual gift.
That's actually true.
Okay, so I have a gift like for someone who likes to travel. Um, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not like the luxury traveler, but this is probably like the regular traveler. I don't know.
Okay.
So
The
there's a
everyday
certain
man.
yeah.
The real Americans.
So this brand of bag I've used for years. I've already told you about this, but I've had their backpack for years and years and years. I love it. Recently famous in the news from a certain person leaving their backpack in Central Park after allegedly committing a crime. So the brand is called Peak Design, and I'm actually going to pull it up on my computer to show you all. Yeah, so this is the backpack, famously left at the scene of the crime.
Oh, it was this
um,
brand.
yeah, it was exactly this bag, and I have this exact bag, but mine is
Oh
like
my
this
god.
color.
That's very
If you love
suspicious
a
of you.
bag with pockets, it has so many pockets and compartments, which I love. I don't know why I've always been like that. That's my thing, I guess. The website's flopping, but I've had it for years. It's like extremely rugged. I'm pretty sure it's waterproof. It has like different ways to lock the pockets. It has secret hidden pockets and pouches. Uh, Super recommend. But the bag that I recommend for the traveler, so I have it um, sitting next to me coincidentally. But it's this travel backpack. Unfortunately, it's out of stock for the year. Um, but it's has like a bajillion different pockets. It opens like a suitcase, like if you want it to, which is really cool. Very rugged. We took it to Italy, so we dragged it all across that damn country. Um, I'm pretty sure it's also waterproof. It also has like different locks that you can do to lock the zippers. You can hide the straps underneath it. So if you want to just carry it or use it like a suitcase or ship it in what's it called? Checked luggage. Super easy.
Hmm.
Super recommend it as like a nice long lasting backpack for travel. Like I said, the backpack that I have, I bought in like 2015 or something, and I still use it all the time. How do I stop sharing my screen?
Hmm.
Oh, I almost ended the call. Uh, so this is the bag which I have with me. Oh, it can condense to be smaller, and it like kind of locks in like that. So if you don't
Oh,
fill it
that's really
up and you
nice.
want to use it as like a regular backpack that's smaller, you can do that too. Here, it could be like a luxury designer bag, or it could be a practical bag or a gym bag. Like, I don't know why I love organizing things and like putting stuff in their place.
Yeah, I agree. Like this one I got for my husband, and it's great. It's small, it's super cute, but it still fits a decent amount. Um, and something like this, I think, is very thoughtful, and there's a
Is it
lot of
for the
often.
gym or is it like multi-use? Like, how does
This one's
he?
multi-use, but he usually uses it for the gym. This one's not
Okay.
huge, um, so like maybe it would be like a weekender bag or something like that, but it's definitely not useful for too much beyond that. But
Makes
um,
sense. Does it have a shoe
something like
pouch? Like,
that.
for me, a gym bag has to have a shoe pouch. Although I guess it depends. Like, if the person doesn't shower at the gym, then they don't. I don't think you need that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it does have a shoe pouch. Um, but yeah, those are essential often, I find. Well, a few other ideas I have just in general. Like my sister, she's super thoughtful, and it's like I don't really cook, I don't really bake, and so she every year for Christmas bakes all of our favorite cookies for us and mails them to us. And they just came yesterday, and they were fresh and delicious, and it's So thoughtful and sweet, and something that I like
Yeah.
enjoy but wouldn't do myself. Um, so that's like a really great gift, I think.
That is amazing. Like you have to have the time and energy though, which is like that's more impressive than buying a gift to me because I do not
No,
have that.
100%. And I'm serious when I say she sent like six kinds. There were snickerdoodles, ginger snaps, peanut butter ones with the Hershey's Kiss in it,
Those are good.
shortbread cookies, sugar with icing, um, something else. Or maybe it was five. But it was a lot of cookies. It wasn't like she
Wow.
just like sent me a chocolate chip cookie. It was very thoughtful.
Okay, can I tell
Um,
you what one of my favorite gifts to get like
yeah.
was and like for like probably like my teenage years through high school when I or actually even still through like a few years ago is in my neighborhood growing up, the neighbors across the street owned a Thai restaurant. And every year for Christmas, they would give us like a big pack of crab rangoons, like freshly made. Oh my God. Literally, my entire family, like even extended family, knows about it. And they all get so excited. Like, did they come yet? Did they come yet? Because we normally like have family over on Christmas. So we like share with everybody. Oh, it's one of the best things to get, honestly.
That's so thoughtful. Yeah. No, good quality food from people is like, wow. Especially if you're not a cook,
Yeah,
which I'm not.
true. Um, Also, I've never done this personally, but I know people that have. But like handmade candles in like weird random objects is like really cute, or like reusable, like recycling old glassware or things like that is like a
Hmm.
simple and easy one to make. And it's like fun, I think, to give a handmade gift like that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, fun glassware can always be fun. Like, even just like a random set of champagne flutes that are quirky or like cute coupe glasses or something, that can be really fun.
Oh, I
And
like that
then,
too.
yeah. And I think just thinking outside the box home wise, so like my husband bought this for me, but he was at Jonathan Adler and they had these, it's a four pack, but I just have one to show. Just these little dishes.
Oh,
And so now we have them by the sinks in our house. So when you wash your hands, you put your rings in them.
yeah,
And like, it was such a cute little, like, thoughtful luxury touch. Um,
I like that. Oh, I wish I was at home. We have this when we stayed in
okay, the
Positano.
way that the tide has turned.
Well, I
You've
meant
been in
like
Vancouver one day. It's cold. It's rainy.
So I was saying, I wish that I was at home so I could show you the object. But when we were in Positano, the hotel we stayed at, very lovely, very nice, very bougie, very expensive, maybe once in a lifetime kind of a thing.
You'll be
Even for me.
back.
When we checked out, he was like, I hope you'll come back to visit us again. And I was like, me too. um, Anyways, they gave us this really nice, like handcrafted little bowl, kind of like similar to that. Like we put our rings in it on our dresser.
Oh, yeah.
I really wish I could show. Maybe like later I'll show it if I remember when I go home. But I really love like I really like the concept of like little small decorative items. Like I think it does bring like just a really nice touch to a space. It doesn't even have to be expensive or luxury or handmade in Positano. Like it can just be anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, 100%. Um, yeah. And then the other gift idea I was going to say, well, I think we should address gift cards. Like, what's your opinion of gift cards?
I like a gift card if it is like a well thought out gift card. Like
100%.
I don't hate an Amazon gift card because it's useful. Like I wouldn't, I would be grateful to get one. But I do think it's nice to give a gift card to something that's like I like to give a gift card to like a really nice restaurant that I know somebody might not go to because it's probably expensive or it's a special occasion kind of thing. So I feel like it gives a nice excuse for them to go. And then usually they invite me to go, and then I have an excuse to go. um, or like a gift card to like a luxury spa, which is like maybe it's too pricey, and maybe my gift card doesn't cover the whole treatment, but now it makes it like affordable for them to go.
Yeah, experience type things is super nice.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I totally agree with all that. Like, first off, always grateful to receive anything. Uh, but yeah, just like, for me, like to receive an Amazon gift card is like, okay, cool. Like that'll go towards my laundry soap delivery that's on auto ship. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's the thing is
Um,
like someone's probably not going to buy a gift with it, which is like kind of goes against the spirit, I think.
yeah. So like for you, for example, like if you're traveling, I might think of like your favorite airline gift card or you play a lot of video games. Like I know you have a Nintendo Switch. I don't know what else you have, but like maybe give you a Nintendo gift card or like something that I know you would use that's different and would feel more like a gift versus just like,
Yeah,
yeah.
agreed.
And that's my opinion.
Good one.
Thank you.
Um, so I thought of like what would be like a crazy gift that like you would get for yourself, because like I don't know about you, but for me, I love to buy myself gifts, like some
You really do.
toxic trait. I'm always thinking about me.
So is
So
everyone.
if you're out there and you're thinking about you, um, for me, as like it's crazy as like a tech person that's always loved technology. Like growing up, I was always like on phone websites and blogs and like iPod and computers and all of that stuff, video games. Controversial pick, but a year ago I bought the Apple Vision Pro, and it's only getting better with software updates. So I would say if you're in the Apple ecosystem and you have a lot of money to just drop on yourself for a fun treat, it's amazing. That's what I would recommend. Like you can watch 3D movies on it, and it like feels like you're in the movie theater because it's VR. You can make the screen like super huge. They recently released an update to allow you to use your Mac with ultra widescreen mode, so you can make the screen like literally gigantic, like something that you just could not even do in real life. And you could have like 10 windows on the screen in front of you, and it's honestly like a game changer, I think.
Yeah. All
So
right.
if tech is your thing and it is expensive, so you have to be willing to do that. So like I wouldn't say it's a must have for everybody for sure, but if you have money and you love tech, I think it's amazing gift for yourself.
Okay, that's fun. I think well, this is actually a really good answer, I think. Because I would A, give this to Brendan, or B, buy it for myself. We both really want like a really nice leather jacket that's like perfect, like fitted perfectly, tailored, like would be expensive, but would like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say last forever, but would be like a true staple that would last a long time. That's something that I want, but I don't know how to do it.
I don't know where you'd get one. Like from like a
Well, right. I mean, like,
designer or
yeah, I mean, everyone sells them, but the question is, how do you get the right one?
can you tailor a leather jacket? I'm sure it
With,
can be done, but
yeah, I mean, within reason. And but not, it just depends. Um, like ones that have the zips, like a lot of them have zips to here, like you can't change that because the zipper is all the way there. So I guess to your point, finding the perfect one is why we haven't bought them yet, frankly. But you can tailor them like a little bit.
yeah. I would also be
But
concerned
like,
because it's like I've had clothes tailored in the past and then like they don't fit so well anymore.
I know. Well, that's why like a jacket for me is a great thing to buy because I'm still a size small in like long sleeve and jackets, even though I've been a medium shirt for years. Um,
Huh.
And so I think jackets wise, like obviously if I get a huge belly, that's not going to work anymore, but that's not going to happen. So,
Fingers
um,
crossed.
fingers crossed, but guess what? It's in my control. So, um, I'm
Okay,
making
clip
progress.
that. Saving that one.
Um, yeah, I mark my words, mark my clip. So yeah, that's my answer.
Okay. I would also say a cheaper, also luxury, nice gift for yourself if you're in the Apple ecosystem is like the AirPod Pros. I think are very nice, and I use them literally every day. I don't know what I would do without them. I'm sure that there's other Bluetooth, products out there, but if you use Apple, it's just so super convenient. And I really love the
Yeah,
noise canceling and then like the smart noise canceling modes that they have. Um, it's a nice upgrade, I think, especially if you just have like the basic AirPods. Like I could never go back to those after using these.
yeah, it's a game changer, particularly like on an airplane or something. You don't really realize how loud they are
Hmm.
until it's like blocked out.
A lot of times I just put them in even if I'm not listening to music for airplanes and just being in the airport and stuff. It's like as someone who's like anxious, the noise canceling helps me feel more comfortable in spaces like that.
Oh yeah, that's a nice idea.
And you
Um,
look normal.
that's true. Pretty normal. All right. Well, moving into Christmas content. Well, first, have you watched any of the new Queer Eye?
I didn't even know there was.
Oh, it just came out like in the last week.
Oh, no, I haven't watched it yet. Is it the same people?
Well, Bobby left the show, and Jeremiah Brent is Bobby's replacement.
Ooh, gotta look him up. I don't know who
You
that
don't know?
is.
You will, I think. Nate and Jeremiah. He's
Like Nate
Jeremiah.
Burgess?
Yeah, he's his husband.
Okay, I'm not super aware of that, of those two.
That's okay. Jeremiah is like the cutest person alive. He's so sweet, and I find him attractive. He's really like I liked Bobby, but Jeremiah really is a great replacement, and I think he's bringing a little more. Like it seemed like Bobby like was always, and I haven't watched it that much, but it seemed like they would just leave Bobby at the house to do the work, and he wouldn't
Yeah.
really interact with the person all that much. And Jeremiah is like he very much fits in the like Jonathan like empathetic like cry with them camp. And I
Yeah.
think he's a better fit for the role.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm surprised they brought it back. Like I feel like it's gotten stale. So they gotta zhuzh it up.
Yeah, well, he's really good. And then okay, so if you're gonna watch one episode, like if you think you might be bored, watch episode two. It's this woman, I forgot her name. I watched it last night. But her husband of 30 years abandoned her. Like he literally texted her and was like, "Hey, I just got to the Philippines. Like I'm leaving you." And anyways, he had married a woman in the Philippines for 8 years of their 30-year marriage and then left to be with her
Wow.
and abandoned her with her three kids who are grown now, but um she lives in Vegas. This season takes place in Vegas. And she works as a notary and a pizza delivery driver. And it's just like a really great person who's really open minded and has a trans son. And anyways, check it out.
Okay. Did you ever watch speaking of Christmas content? Did you watch We're Here on HBO or
I've
Max or
seen,
whatever?
I haven't seen, I've seen some of it.
The later seasons, like the last two seasons, are really, really good. And then it's kind of made me realize like Queer Eye was just kind of like mid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It sounds like this latest season, or at least that episode, sounds more in line with like what happens on We're Here.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Like every
Although,
time I watch We're Here, I'm like crying my eyes out.
yeah. My only question though, so they made her house beautiful. Like they really did a great job with her. But then I'm like, okay, does she now have to go back to pizza delivery?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. She could change her career, change her life.
For sure. I guess I'm just like they're not giving them any money. It's just like house stuff.
Okay, that would be a fun TV show concept for like Ramit or something, is to like help people jumpstart their careers or transition careers into like new fields.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And like that's something that there's not a lot of like, I don't know, easy to consume content about. Okay, we
Yeah.
should do that.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know how to transition careers.
Well, episode one, you.
Hilarious. Well, I'm trying it with this podcast, aren't I?
That's true. Okay, smart. That's Would be so meta.
It's a good
Okay,
idea.
I'll think about that one.
Okay.
Speaking truly of Christmas content,
Yes.
I watched what I think is maybe my favorite Christmas movie last night, which is, uh, could you guess? I don't think you can guess it.
Is it recent or is it old?
It's an older, well, I mean, yes, it's old.
Okay, I'm going to guess Home Alone.
No, although that is a good one. It was The Santa Claus, 1994.
Oh, I love the Santa Claus.
I know, like the little kid just reminds me so much of me, like when I was a little kid.
So cute.
Um, I love like the concept of like, well, I don't love the concept, but I'll say the concept of like the kid not feeling seen by his dad was very relatable to me, I think, as a child. Um, and then the kid doesn't have to do anything. The dad just undergoes this whole magical Santa Claus journey, and then the kid gets like an amazingly better life. It's like being a little kid and like waiting for your Harry Potter, your Hogwarts letter to show up, but it's
Yeah.
like your dad just becomes Santa Claus is like a really cool, amazing concept that I wish could have happened to me. uh, it's also just a funny movie concept of like we're just glossing over the fact that like he basically killed Santa Claus.
I
Like the
know.
kid even says it, like you killed him, and then we just don't care about that.
Yeah, that is funny and true.
Uh, that's my favorite fun Christmas movie. My favorite
Yeah.
serious Christmas movie, it just is. It's a Wonderful Life. If you've seen
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah. Oh, we watched that a ton as kids.
yeah. Did you hate it though? As a kid, I hated it. I was like, it's so boring.
Yeah, it took me some time. I haven't seen it in a long time. I should watch that. I
Yeah,
was
you
thinking
have
about
to
it last night,
live.
actually.
You had to have lived and laughed and learned to really enjoy that.
So true. Um, well, I guess Home Alone because that's what came to mind because that's my favorite. It's just the perfect, like, it's so cute. It's so funny. There's both actual humor as well as physical humor. Um, it's just, I don't know. I think it's the best movie.
The older I get, though, the more I'm like, it's not funny. Like that would hurt so bad.
I know, but that's why you shouldn't rob houses and it won't happen to you.
Well, we'll see.
There's bad people you wouldn't mind seeing those things happen to.
I suppose. But if I did want to rob a house, I have a good bag I would use.
So true. Well, a couple of my other favorites. Have you seen Single All the Way?
Oh yes, that's a good one. It's
The
like the
great
gay rom
one.
com one.
Uh-huh.
I do think that is a good one. Like very underrated.
Yeah, we watch that every year now.
Oh, that's cute. We should watch it in Vancouver.
Yeah. And then a new one that I just watched that I actually really recommend. It's on Hallmark, which is hilarious. But it was better than most Hallmark movies. It was called Deck the Walls. Have you heard of it?
Okay. Sounds like a adult film. No, I've never heard of
Danny
it.
Pellegrino wrote it and starred in it. He's a podcaster, but also an actor and a writer and all these things. And he's so cute. And it's gay and straight, but basically he's a contractor in Denver, and his best friend from high school also works with him. And they're like repairing this house for their town to like be gifted to a family in need. Um,
Okay.
and all sorts of course, things go wrong, hijinks ensue, romance ensues, and it's really great. My only complaint was like it should have been gayer.
Well, we get what we get.
We do get what we get. Like it ends with I don't want to spoil. Whatever. It ends with the gay couple like walking into the house to get to know each other better instead of like even getting a kiss.
Oh, so they're just setting it up for the sequel, the sequel.
Oh, I would love if there was a sequel.
We'll see.
Um, okay, great. Anything else?
No, just stay tuned for the Vancouver update.
Yeah, we'll be
We'll
back
see
to
how it
our
goes.
W's and L's next week.
Oh, I'm very excited. We're going to do this. We're going to a suspension bridge park later tonight. That is all decorated with Christmas lights.
Oh,
Um,
fun.
I sent it to you. It was previously last weekend decorated for
For
Taylor
the Taylor
Swift, Taylor
Swift.
Swift
Yeah.
music, but I think that's over now. Is it over now? Yes.
Is
So,
it the
bummer.
Capuano one? Is that right?
Yeah, Capilano Suspension Bridge Park or something.
I went a long
Oh,
time ago. It's
I
great, but
did
it's gonna be
see.
more fun with the lights.
Yeah, I hope so. I did see the steam clock. I don't know if I'm sure nobody else has seen
Oh
it, but I
yeah.
sent it to you. The clock, the two. It just be steaming. Like a steam powered clock does not seem efficient to me.
Yeah. It's steampunk.
Like, have you heard of like a pendulum? That's efficient.
I agree.
Anyway, so stay tuned for more Vancouver themed updates
I can't
from
wait.
me. Whether you like it or not, they're coming.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Thank you for
Can't find my
listening.
notes. Line.
New
Thank you
episodes
for
come out.
listening. Every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Please follow Baby That's Cont on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. You can also follow us on our own Instagram accounts at Jojo Patron, at Queen_Kip, and
It's actually Queen Kip no underscore. I think it's just
oh,
like
let me update my
um
notes.
mine
Okay,
shows that too. I think it
Jojo
just like autocorrected.
underscore. What was that? What'd you say?
Never mind. No
I'm
underscore
gonna
for
start
me.
over. That's all. Thank you for listening. New episodes come out every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Please follow Baby That's Cont on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. You can also follow us on our personal Instagram accounts, Jojo_Patron and Queen Kip.
Yeah. Bye
Bye,
everyone. See you
everyone.
next Tuesday.
Ciao, ciao.